Hello, good morning, happy day. I wanted to jump in today to talk about something that we are having a conversation about over in the Biz Elementals group. And it was so rich and juicy that I wanted to bring it to you because it's a really, really important piece of how many women hit blocks to success when they're building a business. And I just thought the discussion was so genius that it made me sad for every woman who is growing a business and really trying to increase your income and your impact, but is not in Biz Elementals. So I wanted to bring the conversation to you. And it started when one of the women in Biz Elementals had set for herself a challenge to find all of the places that she was hiding in her business. And this is something that we talk about a lot. Fear of visibility, in a variety of different ways, is something that is absolutely front and center for almost every woman that I've ever worked with. And fear of visibility can come in a lot of different vehicles and guises and disguises. And basically, the concept is that some part of you understands that the more visible you get, the less safe or comfortable you are, right? This could have to do with, being visible on social media and attracting trolls. It could have to do with being visible as someone who is wealthy and attracting people who, want you to overstep your boundaries or, take advantage of you. It could have to do with you being visible in that you are taking a stand or a position that some people find taboo or challenging, and they are intimidated or judge you or get angry at you. But for every woman I've ever met, we have some sort of discomfort or resistance to being visible in some way, shape, or form. It's just a thing. I've never met any woman who doesn't have it in any form. And because the success of your business absolutely depends on people being able to find you and understand what you do and understand the value of what you bring, these two things are in direct conflict with each other. So I really wanted to bring this to you to urge you to check for the ways that you are holding back from visibility in your business. And I'll give you some ideas of some of the ways that this can happen. You could be holding back by not having pictures of yourself or updated pictures that you really love on your website or your social media. This was one thing that the woman in Biz Elementals brought up, but this is something that multiple women in my programs have realized, or as I've been looking at their website stuff or new websites, I've been like, hey, there are no pictures of you on here. So having pictures of yourself, being literally visible. Another way that you could be holding back from visibility is by not telling parts of your story, not necessarily your whole story. You don't have to tell every private thing that's ever happened to you, but it's really important to be visible and vulnerable with the parts of your story that have to do with why you do what you do, that have to do with your mission and vision for the world, that have to do with the value that you bring to your work. These are reasons that people will choose you in your work. So not telling any of your story or not being visible as who you are and how you walked the path to where you are is one of those things that will stop people from connecting with you. I like to say that for anyone who's doing anything, there are many, many other people doing either that exact same thing or things very much like it. What makes your client choose you is you. So they have to be able to see you and understand who you are and why you do what you do to be able to choose you. Another way that you could be hiding from visibility is by not having a really effective container to grow your community in. So by not having a newsletter list or an email list where people can opt in and sign up so that you can actually, keep them in a container where you can then nurture them and cultivate a relationship with them and serve them. Another way is by, not putting pictures, stories, personal information on social media. If you're using social media to grow your business and you're just putting out content that doesn't have any sort of a personal piece, it's really hard for people to see you and connect with you. Another way that you might not be being visible is by showing up in your relationships. So Everything that you do is a place that you're in relationship. Think about that. Everything that you do is a place that you're in relationship. When you have clients, you're in relationship with them. How are you showing up there? When you have team, you're in relationship with them. How are you showing up as the leader of your team? When you are cultivating financial success, you have a relationship with your money. How are you showing up in that relationship? When you have social media channels, you have a relationship with the people who are watching. How are you showing up in those relationships? So really thinking about those pieces. And I really challenge you to look for, don't ask yourself if you're being visible or not. Look for where you're not being visible this week. Ask the hard questions and really find those spaces where you aren't being visible, and ask yourself honestly, how is it impeding your success? How is it holding you back to not be visible in these places? And I'd really, really love to hear. So please comment below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Please tag other women and share it. Help me get this video to more women so that we can all be more visible and really shine as who we're supposed to be. Thank you so much for watching.